a reviewing videos because it's not, well, I mean, some of you might be watching from October. I think, yeah, that works out. It's 6:30 here, decided to go live a little earlier than the 7 o'clock. And what's this? What is that? Is that this? That is. Get that out of the way. That would bug me the entire stream if we didn't find out what that was. But we will be taking a look at the releases coming out in 5.5 hours over here in the UK. A little longer for those of you in America. Hopefully we can see a few more people popping up throughout this stream as well. Let's get straight into, not only do we have Lego releases, we actually have a few different Bricklink Designer program sets. I think we're going to start off with them. Just let everyone funnel in the stream because it usually gets a bit busier towards the end, and I'm not sure how many of you are going to want the Bricklink Designer sets. All right, let's sort this out. Yeah, that looks like it works. There we go. Maybe thin the herd a little bit, so we've got that on half the screen. 3 series of Bricklink Designer sets, 10.5 hours to go. Oh, nice. Hello there, Moonshoes. Make sure I can see both chats. Oh, hello there, Alfie. Darth Jar Jar for the spider legs. That would be cool. That's going to be a follow-up short. I'll get around to making that. It's going well. I've seen, well, actually, I saw the 5 Bricklink Designer Series 6 sets that were announced. You know, everyone's talking about them, but it was Brixie, shout out to Brixie, who showed all 15 of Series 6, 7, and 8. I thought this was Series 9. I saw the first blog post or something I saw labeled these as Series 9. And I convinced myself this was Series 9. So when the Brixie video, I skipped through it, started talking about Series 7 and 8, I was like, hold on, are they coming back? Are they re-releasing some old Bricklink Designer sets? What's up with that? But crowdfunding starts for Series 6. Series 6 in just over 5 days. So I don't know. No, that must be the same time for everyone. 5 days, 20 odd hours. So it will be crowdfunded. Most of these sets will probably be fully crowdfunded in 6 days time. They don't take too long. And the cheapest set in this series is Off-Road Adventure. £70? I think it's a little steep, but I do think just all of these Bricklink Designer program sets, because of the Sarlacc pits equivalent that they've been put with, are going to be a bit more expensive. All the parts used down here, I mean, that is not far off the Sarlacc pit and the skiff, only we've got more of the Sarlacc and less of the skiff. The Jeep looks really cool. I want to build this, and I also do want to go back and build the log cabin from a previous series. Hello there, Crazy Jake. Hello there, Kenneth. Afternoon from Atlanta, Georgia. Hello there. I can't remember what the log cabin was a part of. Hopefully it's series 5 or 4. Otherwise, oh, the popcorn stand as well. That one would look cool in some sort of Lego theme park. Come on, please show me the log cabin. No, okay, it was one of the previous series, but that's just the first one. The Art Factory. The Art Factory is less impressive. Let's get a close-up of all of these so that we can properly review them. There's not that much art. There's like a little, is that a ballet room? There's one painting there, and I think that you get a few paintings. There's a painter, someone playing the piano. It's very much like a high-end museum or art factory. I would have loved to have seen a bit more in each of these rooms, but I'm sure that would have upped the price. A Lego Taco Bell. I'm surprised Ideas don't have more collabs like that. That'd do pretty well. The Gold Mine Exhibition. This one, I think my favourite part of these sets are the little builds. We've got the wagon. I really like the lift from the last one. Just a rope on the roof that I think curls up. And same with this like crane on the other side. We've got, oh, we've always got a pirate one though. I think there is a pirate one in all 3 of these series. Do the Bricklink sets get stickers or are they regular pieces? They do get stickers. I don't think they get prints. And the minifigures have to be common elements, typically of the Builder minifigure section, though you'll notice the Wolfpack figures from this do use the CMF torso and legs. So, well, CMF torso at least. I don't know if... No, none of them are using the CMF legs by the looks. And a few Lion Knights that are quite common to get. They've been on the Builder minifigure before. And some really nice full-grown wolves. No puppy. We've seen the wolf cub now in Lego City. But like that in the background, that will be a sticker. But they do have stickers. So there are a few, you know, unique details all come in that pristine white box. And hold up. Is this the 25th anniversary of Lego Star Wars logo reused with a parrot instead of R2-D2? That is totally, oh wait, they got rid of it. Oh, there we go, we can zoom. This is not easy to use. That is definitely the Lego Star Wars logo. You made Friday from Marvel Zombies with the Fortnite head. Looks too big. Oh, Cuddle Team Leader. I quite like the panda that we ended up using. Or actually, they ended up using. That short is out, right? That might be out in the next couple of days. Today is the day October 1 releases. And these are coming out. I never mentioned that. Pre-ordering starts October the 6th, which is when they go open. Actually, yeah, that is 5 and a bit days. I guess so. At 8 AM Pacific time, and that's when you can, you know, crowdfund them. They have a minimum, limit of 2 sets. There you go, 3,000 pre-orders. Any set that reaches 3,000 pre-orders will be made, guaranteed. And there is a limit of, I think the limit is like 10,000 sets, something like that, not too much over it. This one looks cool. It's my favorite out of, well, I say that, I like the little one with the Jeep. I think this would be my favorite if it was just that giant Sequoia tree. Don't really know too much about them, but I've seen a fair share for this set to interest me, and I might have to try tackling that. Imagine this tree with a little Ewok village around. So these come out February, I think, is when they're gonna be, or is it like this time next year? I know you pre-order them way in advance. Out of the CMF, yeah. Thankfully that short's out, almost leaked that. I don't know where it said. It did say earlier. That's when the winners... Oh look, they've got the micro builds. Crowdfunding ends. Alright, now what? Once all the sets sell out. Brooklink members, so if it ends on October 13th, surely they should be coming out soon. I feel like the fact that it goes almost a year refining them means that we're going to see like a year's worth of production. I don't know. If anyone knows, let us know in chat. These are all really good sets. And then we've got Walt. That was my favourite going into it, but I've since switched it up to, yes, to the one at the bottom. Another boat, which is pretty I mean, 4,000 parts. It's going to be probably about like 350 pounds, close to $400, which I feel like is a lot. But if this floats your boat, I'm sure you'll be willing to spend that on it. The Privateer Frigate Fortuna does look really nice, especially with the design again on the side. I quite like that with the new Pirates set. That one looks nice. They're refining them until January 2nd, so this isn't what the set's going to look like, but it won't be too far off. And then crowdfunding for this entire series begins in February. We got the robot. It's really simple. I'm hoping this is a little cheaper than the other one, because a lot of these parts, they might even blow it up. They might build it bigger than it was, because all of these parts... In fact, I do think all of these parts have been available quite readily recently. I know these rounded corners have. I've got a few of those. The mouse I'm using actually uses 2 for the corners here. So they can't be that rare. We've got a sushi restaurant. Reminds me a lot of the Lego one, but it has a tram on the side. And all of these are built into plated bases as well. So they are a lot higher quality than your typical Lego set. And they do come with fully flushed out interiors. The first series or the second series had problems with the removable parts, so Bricklink are making sure that all of them are solid Lego quality, more or less. And then the Antique Collection's my favorite. Could make a mock with the robot. Yes, PlayStation's Astrobot. I feel like there's some inspiration there for sure. The Antique Collection does have a few minifigures. It'd be nice if Lego snuck maybe a spaceman. I know they can only use pick and build parts. No, pick a brick parts. I think it's off the online pick a brick rather than in store. But if they could sneak a few minifigures in there, imagine a Bricklink designer program. It's not even an official Lego set. These don't have the same numbers as Lego sets. Imagine a spaceman being locked behind. What's this? Probably going to be 1,000, nearly 500 parts. It's going to be like 120 quid, $130 for this, but I think for that price they can whack a few rarer molds. We got the goat, we got the monkey behind there as well. Wonder what's going to happen behind here. Maybe like the Inquisitor's lightsaber hilt will get a feature somewhere back there. But that's Series 7, and then Series 9 they're still deciding. Series 8 has a locomotive. Looks decently. The coconut cape, which is very Naboo-esque. It's kind of like the beach house from Naboo. It's not quite Naboo, but it's very coastal European as well. A few pirates in there, so maybe it's pirates, not castle. No, we're getting another castle. Of course we are. Isn't a line without a castle, is it? The Dustmark Keep. Couldn't read that, thankfully it says it top left. Hello there, Kebab Wizard. This is a fortress and a half. I like the little tower up top, like a little wizard will just be perched up there. And this is, what sort of knights are these? The purple ones? I don't know what knights they are. Spear knights? They're just knights. I don't know if Lego will switch that up, because these will be out, what, later next year? When's crowdfunding? June 1st, 2026. So it will probably be within that next year. Next year, we're definitely going to get some more knights. We've already got some, like the Squid Knights. Castles are awesome, yes. I think a lot of people are going to need a GoFundMe just for the castles, let alone any of the others. The University of Science piqued my interest because if you look at it from a distance, and I know a lot of you are watching on mobile devices or like monitors, but if you look at it from a distance yourself from the screen right now, squint a little bit and imagine an architect logo, just Lego architecture just up here. I feel like it looks like an architecture set, and then you realize these little guys down here are minifigures. This isn't architecture size. This is blown up. This is massive. How many thousands? Come on, hit us with a part count. 4,000 parts, which is nuts. To go towards this, and you can, like with a lot of the others, fold it up so that you've got it displayed in a city perhaps, all closed off walls, or you can have it lengthways. There's it folded up, and then it can go along a wall, which I do like about the Bricklink designer sets. I think Lego should adopt that for the most part. What's the most expensive set I own? So Mos Eisley was 320. I think the Slave one was more expensive. I don't really remember how much I paid for that. I bought that day one. I think that was 370. I think that's the most I've paid for a Lego set. I haven't paid more for like a minifig or anything. The most expensive Lego, 370 for the Slave one, which it is just there on display. Never going to be breaking that one down. And then last but not least, hot air balloon, cheapest of the lot, and 800 parts. It's probably what, like 60, maybe 70 quid. I feel like it can't be much more than 60. A load of slopes though. I think all of these elements do have to exist, but it'd be nice if Lego snuck a rare color in there. One that perhaps they wouldn't be able to submit. Well, I say Lego, it's going to be Bricklink designers. I'm not sure if Lego share designers with this, despite the fact they own Bricklink. Bricklink are off doing their own thing. But they're the 3 series coming to the far off future. I mean, we've got like a year before this even opens up for crowdfunding. So the ones that are available in about a week, if you do want to check them out, Bricklink Designer Program Series 6, quick Google search will bring up this. This is just Bricklink's page for them. And these are all fan-built designs as well. We've got the Off-Road Adventure, the Art Factory, the Goldmine Expedition, which I didn't say that word, Outlaw Forest Den, and the Sequoia Tree Trowel. Sequoia. Yes, that one. Your most expensive set changed today. Death Star? Oh no, it's not quite. Well, it is October for some of you. Slave One it's so sleek. So sleek. Death Star is on your list. That's going to need a few GoFundMes for that. I would love to build the Death Star. I just feel like, speaking of the devil, all right. If you want to be on screen, you can be on screen. We'll keep the price just below screen. It looks better when you can't see the price. Speaking of the Death Star, fuzzy image. That's not much better, honestly. Yes, the Death Star is going to be on everyone's mind this October. And honestly, I think this is going to be on everyone's mind October, November, December, 2026, 7, 8, 9. And unless for a New Hope's anniversary in 2027, we get a big scale sandcrawler, I would love that. I think this is going to be for at least 5, if not 10 years, until they redo the Falcon and charge us 1,500 for the Falcon. It's very nice not seeing the price. Saving for quite a while. If you do pick up the Death Star, I would absolutely love to see some images of the build in the community, as always, because I had a lot of fun building Mos Eisley, and I did stay up and do that in one sitting. I mean, it was locked down at the time, so what else was I going to be doing? Slave One, we broke into 2 streams here on the channel. I would love to build the Death Star just for the fact 9,023 pieces is the most in any Lego set. It's the most expensive as well. It's the, I think it's the, what is it? It's the biggest set in terms of width and height. No, there's a stat on it, because the Eiffel Tower's tall, but I think that's only like 30 centimeters wide. And then you've got like the Titanic that's long, but that's shorter. This is like the middle ground. It's what, 50 centimeters tall and wide, something like that. Too big to fit on the shelves behind. Mos Eisley was a fun build. Broke it up over several days. Honestly, I'm still convinced that I've got a chunk of Mos Eisley. We rebuilt it on the channel, but I'm convinced that in one of the drawers behind me, there's like 2 bricks that are still connected from the Mos Eisley build. And yeah, I got the minifigures on display behind. It was a great build, but it was just so big. And the same's true for some of the other UCS sets. I think the ATST I'm probably going to break down in a couple days' time when I have a minute between filming and everything else, but Slave One staying built. Do we get a 360 of the Death Star? Let's have a look. Oh, ignore the price. You don't see the price. Look at the figures though. I have a video going over all the figures that will be, that's out. Is that one went out? Did that one come out today? Yeah, that was today's video, going over what I think of all 41 minifigures. Banger of a thumbnail, by the way. Go check that out after the stream. But yeah, the Hot Tub Trooper. I would love for Lego to reuse that torso in another set, because I mean, my mind goes straight to Kylo. I do love the fact that there's not too many costumes in the sequels. I feel like even the original trilogy, besides Luke, not many other characters go through many different costume changes. So getting all of the characters in the original trilogy, then sequels, and eventually we're going to go around to the prequel trilogy, but Padme alone is going to keep us going for years on different costume changes. What are my storage drawers called, and do I know the price? These are Let me see, because I think these ones, they say, yeah, top right, these are Black and Decker, but I can't seem to find these anywhere. There were other ones that B&Q did that are identical, so I don't know if it's like a brand change or what went on with that. But they're called 39 drawer units. There's 39 drawers. You can get no, it must be more than 39 that have all the little ones, but if you search 39 drawer unit, then there are some ones that pop up for fairly cheap, 30 quid. I think closer to 20 hopefully. And then the bigger ones are oh wait, no, they're home base. The home base that I got most of these are B&Q, these bigger drawer units, which I then tub out with. I started months ago transitioning to plastic tubs, but I just got some 10 by 10 centimeter boxes, cardboard boxes, 10 by 10 by 10, sliced them in half, and 3 boxes filled up a drawer. It's a lot cheaper than trying to buy plastic ones, and the cardboard doesn't scratch at Lego bricks. It's a softer material. Probably over like 5-10 years won't be as strong, but it works for the meantime whilst you're slowly upgrading. A lot of diorama scenes here. I guess the landing bay is like one of the bigger grabs, especially the fact that we know we can fit the MIDI scale Falcon in there. That's awesome. I do want to build the Lambda and the tire gift with purchase as well, which Lego have had a few issues with recent gift with purchases. This is the diorama. That dish in the back, right now, that dish in the back in the UK is exclusive to the Final Duel diorama, and now it's going to be in the Death Star as well, which I kind of understand what they've done, why they've done it with this set. I do think though this is not for me. This is not a set that I'd pick up. I'd just be building parts from it. Maybe I'll have a go at building this conference room. I love the design on the back. That's awesome, especially with the panels. These all seem like very affordable pieces, which I'm sure has helped keep the price down. Yep, let's not talk about it. Let's have a quick look at the gift with purchase. Hello, where's the TIE Fighter gone? Oh no, have they removed it already? It's not sold out, right? Was that? Oh, with purchase of the Death Star. Yeah, I kind of ran into that. All right, let's see if we can find it. Google. There we go. Everyone that reviewed it weeks ago. I do want to build this as well as the Lambda. Not the rack, but the TIE Fighter and the little microfighter down here. Because that reminds me of the Lego Star Wars games. No one's spoken about it. I've watched so many intros to the reviews of this and people casting this aside. But that's the little buggy. Well, not the exact build, but that's meant to represent the little buggy that you had to go over the square buttons and hit all like 4 of them at once. That's some golden memories on Complete Saga. And I don't remember it on Skywalker Saga. I don't think they crossed it over. It's been forgotten to time. Need some storage ideas. Definitely recommend some of the bigger drawers, especially for sets that I've broken down. I've got the TIE Fighter mashup in one of the bottom drawers, ready to break down. Able to decorate a room for building and displaying Lego. Oh, nice. I've set aside space for the Death Star and the Falcon. The Falcon's a good build. I would love to see a Falcon in a similar, not this one, the actual Death Star. I'd love to see a Falcon in a similar sense to this. Maybe the fact that the Death Star was built vertically means they can do something like this with the Falcon, lay it on its side and then add a dome on top, which a few people have been mocking out for the last couple of weeks whilst they're waiting to get their hands on this. And I would love to see, with the mocks of the spherical dome to go on top of the Death Star, which is probably going to cost you more than the set's worth just to dome it out, I would love to see a Falcon built the same way. In the UCS Falcon, I think we have the cockpit and then 2 rooms. Maybe 2 rooms and a hallway, something like that. I would love to see a Falcon fully kitted out. I know people have done customs, but you know, an official Lego version. Yeah, a lot of the I suppose America is such a big place as well that every Lego display you see is so different over there, but everyone does seem to have an entire room or basement for it. If only it was if only land was generally as cheap over here, that would be nice. Speaking of extras, actually, I just got a notification. I got two notifications actually. We'll ignore the members only live stream, but I haven't used my gifted members for the month of September. So let's get a few of these out. How do I gift members? I forget. Oh, there we go. All right. So don't worry about commenting or any of that. It gives random members to people that have tuned into any live stream. And let's see if we can get the first 5. Hello there, Ronan. Welcome to the live stream. All right. We'll do 5 now and 5 towards the end of the stream, as long as I remember it. Hopefully I don't forget, and then there'll be another 10 next month. Volpaxi, welcome to the members board. Mikey, welcome to the members board. Danny Rain, welcome to the members. Wolfpack Productions and Legendary Husquin. Welcome all to the Master Mouldie members Monolith, and by the looks of it between you, you will be filling up the penultimate line of the members board. We are coming so close, and I think I have decided that I'm going to continue this onwards onto another 32 by 32. I have prime free real estate up on that wall there that fits the 32 by 32 boards. So
in the shorts,
I didn't. I gifted in the main one. 5 in the main. I usually do 5 in the main, 5 in the short, but it doesn't matter which stream you watch. You're in with the equal opportunity. I think the only thing is, if you've already been a member, I don't think you can get a gifted one until like it cycles back around. So I don't know. Once we run through everyone, I mean 10 a month, even with just that, you know, everyone else that has paid for their membership on this board, thank you very much. But even 10 a month, we're bound to run through them eventually, right? What's my favorite Lego set? My favorite Lego set is probably the same as the most expensive one. Leave one just in the background there. I do really like that. Any other sets I've built recently? We'll get into one later on, when actually it might be the next one, looking at these sets here. How do you get on the Monolith? By becoming a channel member for 99p a month. You get access to the Discord, which at the higher tier gets you access to all instructions, but even at the lower tier gets you access to some basic instructions and just smaller builds. I think even the speeders, like the Mando speeder, the Fig Scale Luke speeder is over on the Discord as well for members, and any other instructions that, if I make any in the future, will also get added there. 1 out of 11,000 isn't bad odds. Well, it's 1 out. I just killed the ghost. It's 1 out of what, 10,903, something like that. I haven't counted the members for ages. I have no idea what that total's at. Stand back up the ghost. Can't be breaking that. Becoming a member, you get the instructions, you get priority reply as well, because I don't remember the last time I responded to every comment on the channel. I always have a few, like, I mean, today I did get on it quite well. I've got a few hours left, but by tomorrow I'll be behind again. So members do get a few other perks. You can see them when you hit the join button. Thank you very much. I was hoping the next one would be Star Wars as well. The Holiday Express train, mixed reviews about that. Look at the quality change. That's the main one, and that's real sharp compared to it. My favorite part of this is the 3D printed train. You already know. And because this is available in an actual set, I wonder if I'd be able to rip the STL of this and try and upscale my own one based on the same function. I really want to know how Lego have got the Steam thing working. I just want to see a version of this cut in half and see exactly how they do it, because I feel like it's similar to the duck. But I just want to verify that before I create my own. and add it to the collection of the other ones. And I don't think this is the case, but I hope they have a similar feature in the main train, because that'd be pretty cool. How do people make instructions? There's a software that a load of people use called Studio, which I think it's a bit like anything. The more you use it, you find shortcuts and how to make instructions as you build. But that takes a lot of time. Even if you're proficient in a lot of the shortcuts, if you're building something that's like 1,000 pieces, that's going to take hours. Anyone got 97p you can borrow? Yeah, instructions do take a while. Hello there, Blue Fire. Welcome back. And that's why I've turned my instructions into more videos. I also feel like it's A, easier for people to follow along, and B, it pays for itself. A lot of the instructions, because of how long they take, I've had to charge for just out of the time, not necessarily how hard the instructions are. And yes, I am trying to make more video instructions, but I haven't been building too much recently to make instructions for. A lot of mocks come in, especially in the new year. I've got so much planned for, well, we only know the Mando movie, and I want to build everything from that. I don't know if you noticed with a family tree, we've got the return of Cataclaws. Again, no one's been speaking about this. Everyone's speaking about the spaceman and what was it in this? The helmet. I don't even remember. Oh yeah, the helmet, the tanks. No one's even mentioned the torso. You could have a red Christmas torso spaceman. There's a Christmas sweater spaceman in the City Advent. People only care about the classic ones, and I really like the snowman and reindeer. They're quite cool. Spider legs look cool. Oh yeah, the spider legs we have built. They're here for Maul. Definitely need to add Jar Jar. You'd have to modify it a little bit. I feel like it would be fairly straightforward, some modifications for it, but we'll have to see how we can get Jar Jar on it. And also, it's not too different to the one built in the show. I feel like I might have stumbled across the instructions that the designers used. The tree itself is nice. Does it open? Oh, if it opens up, that's really cool. But I feel like you just remove sections. No, that does look like it opens up. Where's the back of the box? We need the back of the box. There's Cataclaws, which was a make and take last year. Either a make and take or a poly bag. I think it was a make and take. Exclusive 1x3 printed. No, sorry. Exclusive 1x2 printed. Brick or I think that's a brick on top. So it's slightly, it's like Catapause Junior. And the tree fits in the box. Wow. No back of the box. There it is with the holiday train sold separately. I mean, there's a couple of hundred for that display. Oh, here's the back of the box. Yeah, it parts out as opposed to actually being openable. I think they could have waxed some hinges, but maybe so it fits in the box, they tried to get rid of the hinges. Yeah, so it does technically open, which is probably safe. I suppose it's a family tree. You create your little scene in there, and then it goes on display for the rest of the year. It is able to be built in sections. So how many people can build this? Nice family activity. It always says on the box for these sort of builds, 1 to 6. Someone's going to get the sleigh. But it's nice how they break it down, because there's always like a easy build and a difficult build. Someone might get like the core and then a few people for the leaves. I wonder if it splits up like it said on the back of the box. 1 at the top, 2, 3 with the core, 4, 5 with the leaves that split off, and 6 being the sleigh and maybe a few of the other minifigures as well. Yeah, that does split up quite nicely. That is a nice build. I do think it looks real. It does look really good. A lot of big elements in these leaves here. Again, not a set that I particularly will be picking up, but I do think the audience for it will absolutely love this. I mean, if you've got a couple hundred to spend on a Lego Christmas decoration, this is better than just getting a little like fold up tree to sit on the desk. But I love the little trees. Ka-chow. Lightning McQueen's coming out January. Will be Ooh, I won't be doing streams through December. So I think our last one is like 2 days before December. Well, not up till Christmas, but I might do a stream. I think there's so many January sets coming out. I usually do a video and I'm sat recording for like 7 hours and try and cut it down to an hour length video. So I might do a stream on either the Saturday or like the Monday afterwards. We'll have to start it a bit earlier than this one because we won't have the time otherwise. But yeah, we'll look at the January ones when that comes around. Gizmo. This looks cool. I like this in the Ewok. Recently got the Ewok from Star Wars, and this is kind of the Gremlins. Oh, it does say there, Gremlins Ewok, isn't it? Except for the fact it can sit down. There's the extra parts for it. So it's a 2-in-1 build because the legs are built different sitting down to standing up. The extra parts over here are for, so that must be for the front of the torso, so you can slot the legs in. And then, oh no, maybe that's for the, I feel like that's for the front because it's got that extra bit sticking out. That wouldn't work as the bum. And maybe you move some of the belly round to the bum and a few extra bits and pieces. Not really sure how that works. I like the glasses though. So Doctor Who fan, that would be cool on display. And I think they pulled this one off a little better than the Ewok. Just around the head. Some of the gaps the Ewok has aren't present in Gizmo here. And you've also got the water. The water clips on the back. Did they show it? Yeah, they showed that off there. The water clips on the back. Again, £90. I like these buildable characters much better than the 150 ones. Sorry, not sorry you'd be building that alone. The tree looks like a fun build in yeah, even one person, 2 person. The only awkward thing would be if there were like 4 or 5. 4 would work. No, 4 would work. Like 4 friend, no, 5. 5 would work because the person that does the top of the tree could also build the sled. 4 would be probably the hardest to do. Yeah, the Tenant's Doctor wears a lot of those, the blue and red glasses. I used to love those in books. We need to bring them back. The red lens would see one thing, the blue lens would see the other, and then if you doubled 2 drawings on top of each other, you could give it a 3D effect. That was cool. We just saw a book actually when we were out today for the game show Traitors, and it's like a Decide Your Destiny book. I used to love those. The Beast Master. Oh, what were they? Like Beast Quest, that was it. Let's see. It is Beast Quest. Let me bring that over. Did anyone else read these books? These were amazing. I didn't read all of them. I only read the first probably couple of them before I then got on to Star Wars. And I mean, even pre-Disney, there were some good Star Wars books coming out. Disney pretty much come out of the gate like 2012. I think 2012 with Tarkin was one of the first books that came out. But before then, Beast Quest. They were some good books. Oh, this is the set. So this set right here, I might have to pick this up. I have been eyeing, we'll ignore the price. I do have some points actually from primary school memory unlocked. Yes, Beast Quest was awesome. Hello there, Archer. Better late than never. Glad you showed up. I do have some points. I do have some points from the Slave 1 build. Well, not building it, but purchasing it because of how expensive it was. That can get this basically half price. But before we go spending our points towards Christmas, I would like to remind you that Black Friday is coming up, and for Black Friday every year Lego do have discounts. I think it's 75% off of vouchers, usually limited up to 3. The last year or 2 they've added a limit so that you can't go ham, because they realize people really do stack up on points. But if you do have, I don't know how the American points work, but whatever your £5 voucher is, usually they have 3 vouchers available at 25% the price. Here in the UK, for instance, the £5 vouchers are 800 points. So November time, Black Friday, quite a bit away, nearly 2 months away, they will have 3 vouchers available for 200 points. So for less than a fiver, you can get £15 off your January purchase, which actually is the reason I always make a January purchase, because otherwise, even for May, you can use your £15. So if you do have a few points on your Lego account, keep that in mind when heading towards Christmas. And I'm probably going to spend the rest of them on this build right here. The only question is, which gift with purchase do I pick up? Because, you know, £55 isn't near any gift with purchases. November will no doubt give us the Christmas poly bag. Right now, we have a few gift with purchases on that I've already built. We have the Sonic Badnik right here, which is the, let's find it. Offers and sales, both of them should still be in stock, right? This is it, the Valkyrie Attack, which is built here. Pretty good build, to be fair. A few pieces that I didn't have, so I could use this to add to my collection. But as with the case with most poly bags, it's only valid with Sonic, Super Mario, Minecraft, Animal Crossing, and Fortnite, none of which are Star Wars. We do also have the Luminous Ghost with £110, but as you've seen by now, I've already built the Ghost, and I've actually upgraded the arms to what Lego have used. I think that does look better than the brick-built arms that I tried to use, and my version's better because, come on, work for the stream. I can't edit this bit down if it doesn't. Hey, there we go. I can let go and the Ghost still stays lit. Not that you can really see it when it's got a light on it, but I do, having seen now the gift with purchase, I do prefer the way I've built it, because the light up brick for Legos is down here, and this is a bunch of translucent bricks, which kind of cheat. It's not as bright, but shows up as colourful. They use the opalescent ones. You got 3 in an old creative box, and they've given a few out in creative boxes since. No, not creator sets, but the creative boxes. The yellow tubs give you a ton of bricks, and they were exclusive to one of them for quite some time. You could pick it up in Asda for like 60% off, and it's not as bright. Whereas I have the light brick hidden behind the nose, and then the light comes straight out of the nose and the mouth. I flip it upside down. Bit more technical, I guess, for a Lego gift with purchase, but it works so much better than the Lego one. So there's a few modifications you can make to it. Again, probably not going to buy 2 of the AAT, of the AT-AT, and even if I did buy 2, I'd need to spend another 2 pence and pick up a keyring or something. So we have another gift with purchase rumored for later this year. It's really cool, actually. I don't know if I'll be able to show it. I don't even know if I'll be able to find the image, but it's a Disney TV. Comes with some cool scenes. I'll be building it whether or not I pick it up with this, but that's again like £120, $130 spending. Star Wars will probably be included because it's a Disney gift with purchase, but even if we pick up the gingerbread AT-AT and then 2 of the licensed advent calendars, we're still falling like £5, 3 pence short, and maybe a keyring would make up the difference, but I'm waiting to get the advents on sale. I don't want to be spending more just to get a free set. I don't think many of the gift with purchases are worth it, so I'll give it like a week or 2, and if there's no gift with purchases announced, I'm probably gonna pick this one up. Gonna watch the Liverpool game. Will I be live after? Probably not. I'm hoping to be through with these, not soon, but by half time at least at a Liverpool game. I don't know how many sets we've got. There's only 13. Yeah, so we're halfway through already. Oh wow, it's only just gone 7. Originally this stream was meant to kick off at 7, and we're not far off. The Mineral Collection is another set I want to build because it looks, if you know what I mean. I don't know how to qualify it. It just looks a lot of nice pieces, translucent parts, which would interest me. £55, you know, same price as the 8080. The geode, the upscale geode looks really cool. This one up here, and I would have loved to have seen, maybe that's what this build is for, but one of the power miners crystals upscaled. That would be nice. The only thing with the translucent parts is the 1x1s are really common. I don't know if I have that many in purple. I might have to try and build this, but I might make it blue. I quite like the purple one. Maybe green. Oh, maybe I make it green for the channel. But there's a translucent parts pack. And I don't know. This one. Magical transparent box. Not translucent. £17.99 and includes quite a few transparent or translucent elements. None of the big wedges. But like some of these arches. Some of these slopes here, and just a load of transparent pieces. I'm keeping my eye on that. Ever goes on sale on like Amazon or something, I might have to pick up at least one of these. And there's a few newer elements. I don't think I have any of these hooks in any color, let alone white. Oh, bought a broken biscuit box. That's one of the best biscuits you can buy. For any of you that aren't in the UK and might not, I mean, there are other companies that do it worldwide, but yes, you can get a box of broken biscuits. There's a few stores that have them, and I've recently come across a chocolate one as well, a broken chocolate biscuit, which is just broken chocolate biscuits. Same place as the broken biscuits, but they come with biscuits that haven't met the, you know, qualifications to be wrapped up in biscuits. Let me see if I can get what they look like. Because so many times these broken biscuits will arrive not broken. Here we go. This is the one. All right. In fact, I just searched broken biscuits and they'll come up, won't they? This one. This is the one. Broken biscuits. And they are mostly broken biscuits, I have to admit. But sometimes you'll get some good ones. Only the plain ones, no bourbons or anything good. I really like some of the, you know, like the chocolate fingers. You've got jammy dodgers I actually really love. So these sort of knockoff jammy dodgers are nice. You get, recently there's been a load of like chocolate chip cookies in our ones that we've been getting. But there's also, there's a blue box. There's a blue box as well. And it's this one on the top. Yes, it's similar to this one. And it's just chocolate biscuits, and that one's nice. I think it's like an extra £1 or something because chocolate's a bit more expensive, but that's made me hungry now. All right, so I might have to build this as well. This kind of uses in fact, I think it's almost the same as our upscaled Bugs Bunny Jackson figure here. It's got the black boots and none of the detailing on the torso or the legs. We've basically already got Sandy Claus. I don't know whether I will add a hat to the top or if I'll just change the boots. The chocolate one, I recommend the chocolate ones, at least for a one-off. They're nice. I quite like the mix, but you know, every now and then. I don't know if we'll give Bugs a Santa hat or Jackson a Santa hat and try and work that. There's a few big dome pieces, or if we'll just switch this up to Santa Claus. I haven't yet decided. Maybe we'll do both. Maybe we'll transition Jackson into Christmas Jackson, then Christmas Jackson into Santa Claus, and then Santa Claus into the Easter Bunny? I don't know. I feel like there's a long period between them. That's like 4 months we've skipped. Jackson was so fun. Upscaled Santa. You'd want upscaled Santa to bring you upscaled presents this year. Wonder what the Americans think when we talk about biscuits. Oh, didn't even think about that. Yes, good thing I showed it on screen. Speaking about cookies rather than scones. Broken scones would be nice though. Expensive, but nice. Yeah, upscaled Santa's cool. I haven't built Jackson. Let me bring this back. Something I covered in the video. Apologies to those of you that are hearing this for like the 3rd time if you watch the stream. We added an interior with a special green brick because you don't need half of the elements that Lego pack it with. It's not a security thing. The arms are secure, they're not going anywhere, unlike the ears. But yeah, I don't know why Lego pack it with so many bricks and make it really dense. Maybe I feel like every Lego set is missing that empty space. A lot of sets back in, well, not a lot of sets, but especially some of the city sets used to have little hideouts maybe under the stairs that would just be blocked off, completely empty space. Whereas now Lego fill it to make it seem like it's worth more, and I'm just not falling for it. I think the legs are also filled up a little bit on the inside, but they have a little empty space. Torsos could have a little desk in there, and Santa Claus sat at a desk. Include a Santa Claus minifigure, and then if we get Santa with Santa, we can get Gingy with the gingerbread house. I would love to pick this up. If this had, rather than Santa, still one figure, but if this had a gingerbread man rather than Santa, I think I'd pair this with the AT-AT. Oh, there you go, with a gingerbread Vader, because I have a gingerbread woman up there from the BAM stations in store, but I'm still missing that gingerbread man, and they could mix it up, maybe do a different color, maybe like white cream instead of chocolate in the middle, because I think they did chocolate last time, but that would be nice. And also I kind of want to build this. I don't want to build it as the Morticia's cottage, but I do want to build it just to see how well this set comes apart and is built. No problem, Alfie. Thanks for hanging. May the bricks be with you. Praying for a Liverpool win, hopefully. We've got the cottage splits into 3. And I know it's similar to, there was another set. It might have been Wednesday, it might have been Wicked, that split up into 2 like this. And I think even like the Snow White house had a back that swung open or something like that. And that just allows for so many different rooms. If you wanted to run a, say like Malfoy Manor, you could have Malfoy Manor that is mostly covered. Does this have a back on it? It does. It does have a back on it. So you could have a contained Malfoy Manor and then split the 2 sides off, and you've got like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then in the other side 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 different rooms. That's so cool. I would love to get a house that has a back, 12 rooms, and you're not paying for like really deep rooms or any modular popping off the top, because to secure those bases is, well, they've gone with red, and they've also added some like slopes or sink on the underside. But really all you could do is put 1 plate and then plate on top or tile it off. I think plates look better for carpet, and then that's 2 plates as opposed to the tiles on the top of the bottom one. Then you want really at least 3 plates tall if it is modular, so that the plates don't pop off from each other. And it does overcomplicate things, but it works for the city line. I think Lego are too far deep to do anything about it. I saw earlier images of a Minecraft book. I think it's the new minifigure encyclopedia, or the character encyclopedia, and they had the original concepts of minifigures. The Steven Zombie had rounded off minifigure heads and then squared off hair pieces that, I'm going to be honest, look like this Captain America hairpiece used on this figure, the Falcon Captain America figure, and it does kind of remind me of that. So I wonder if this is a hairpiece they had in mind, because it abruptly comes to a stop the whole way around the head. The Captain America minifigure, where is it? Might be up there somewhere. Has the white mask printed on the bottom, so it works good with that. I think we've seen it on a clone, or we might have used it as a custom clone on the channel. And Wednesday needs some minifigures. If Wicked can get minifigures, we need some Wednesday minifigures, which we've done on the channel. But I'd love to see Lego's take on it, because I don't think they'd go with arm printing, leg printing, and half of the stuff that we decided to go with. And Things Apartment. Great stylish set, similar to the dresses that have the little homes in the bottom. This folds up to be a briefcase and fit everything on the inside, which is great. And if you've watched Wednesday, I won't spoil it, But if you've watched Wednesday, you'll know the role that Thing plays, and that was amazing. I did really enjoy that. And then I think, yeah, this is it. We've got some more decorations for trees, like these snowmen, which look cool. We've had, what other decorations have we had? The gingerbread men, and I feel like there's been other Chris. Oh, they had the one on display. I can't remember. They've had another one though. Ornaments. Let's see what comes up when we search for ornaments. See if anyone in chat can get to it quicker. That's the one. That's the one I was thinking of. The Christmas ornament selection, which does come with snowman, but different snowmen completely. They are a lot wider and detailed, a lot of slopes as well. Not too bad for parts, but you know, you'd want to pick this up for the snowmen, and maybe come January when the decks are going away, part this out, give that candy cane a lightsaber hilt, use that for a Christmas Jedi, and then add these parts away, rebuild them next year, or build different ones next year. And then last but not least, meeting Wednesday and Friday on Saturday. Gonna get Sundays. I had no idea where that was going. That's a good one. We do have Drift and Raven from Fortnite, who were both included in the battle bus. Oh, it's one. Oh no, it's two words. Got myself there. And there's the Friday headpiece. And Cuddle Team Leader. There's Raven. Yes, there's Raven, and there's Drift on the right hand side. Not bad minifigures in here. And it's nice to see how a lot of these minifigures do conform to minifigure standards, as opposed to something like Minecraft, which stretches it a little bit. And Star Wars. Actually, I do want to call out Star Wars for... was it the Sarlacc that came with 9? Yeah, for 9num, and for the UCS Razor Crest. Actually, 9num has a similar problem to the Razor Crest, because 9num, I would like to get the helmet on top of 9's head. There's a 10num, I think it's 10num minifigure that works just as well for that, for the headpiece at least. And then with Quill, hey, he has spoken. For Quill, it's the same thing. It's the brown cap that the Naboo pilots wear. Hello there, can't help but notice the 8080 next to the snow speeders looks like the rear is missing off the... oh, actually the 8080 looks like it's missing the entire back section because of the angle. There we go. It might look a bit bigger. And one of the snow speeders is missing a wing. It's broken off in the crash. We used the Force Burner snow speeder for a crash snow speeder. It was a ton of fun. We built the entire display on some old styrofoam that I had laying around, making use for that. With the 80, actually these are all completely different scales, because the snow speeder, come to think of it, they're 145 minifigure scale, which is the preferred one on the channel. And then we've got the one, I think it's slightly bigger than 130, ATST, and then the 8080 is like one, oh, that has to be like 180 scale, something like that, 180th, something crazy like that. But yeah, Quill and 9, I think Quill and 9 could have done what, oh, when we went to our first like little geek convention, like last year, I think it was last year, and we saw the custom minifigures, and we picked up one from Fallen Order of the 9th sister, and it had the horn sticking out the face. Then we saw Lego take that, run with it, and do Pinocchio with the nose that stuck out. I think both Quill and 9num, both Quill and 9num could have both benefited from that. Benefited? I think that's the right word to use. We could have had a minifigure head, maybe with Quill's mouth. I think that would have been printed on, if I'm being honest, for Lego. I'm surprised they didn't print the nose. And then for 9num as well, similar mouth. Maybe the mouth, like the extra skin bits around the mouth, would have been molded into it. They could use that for Star Wars whilst keeping the rounded head. But I don't know if that's overcomplicating anything. That might be overcomplicating things a little bit. Here's the brick heads. They look cool. They've got the they've got the ears printed as well. 3 parts. Any on the Raven? Oh, we don't get a 360 with these. Huh. I don't think either of these have much detailing on the back. Let's go back to the battle bus. That is 2 words, and see if the minifigures have any back printing, because that would give us a good sign as to whether Lego would. There's a little bit of printing. You've got 1 stripe that's going to be brick built on Drift, and Raven's got like a belt, which again brick built. Don't think there's any unique details on the figs. I feel like we need a 360 of just the figure lineup, where they give us the image of the... Oh, they don't give us the image of the figs lining up. And for the brick heads, maybe a change in mask just for Drift there. But I do like the fact they went with a hooded version. I think most people would rather display the hood than the head underneath. And you've always got the chance to mock it together as well. But that is everything, absolutely everything, coming out October the 1st. We've got nothing else. I'll tell you what, let's get rid of this. We've got nothing else for the rest of the year right now, but there is rumour to be, Lego have announced it. Lego have announced everything but the set at this point for the Star Trek. Let me just double check that we're not missing any announcements happening right now. I think the gift with purchase for Star Trek is rumoured to be the 28th of November. Is that right? Does that... I mean, I don't really know what days Lego would drop it. Friday seems like it could be right. So perhaps towards the end of November. Maybe at the start of November they'll announce it, and then by the end they'll have the set out. But it will be around the gift with purchase either way. Nothing else looking likely for the rest of the year. So I don't know if there will be any November or December videos or streams like this. There's lots coming out about not just January actually, but March. I think to this day, March has more rumours and leaks than January does, which isn't too surprising. The January stuff is kept so well on lock that then we end up getting leaks for, I mean, last February, not this February just gone, but February 2024, we got the complete leak for the Star Wars Advent Calendar in terms of figures and some of the builds. So I wouldn't be surprised if the Advent's not far off. But then again, this year, we didn't seem to get any of them. So I'm excited to see what's coming for the rest of the year. Don't really know what to expect with it. But that being said, all we can do is wait and find out. So that is all for today. Hopefully you enjoyed the look at the Bricklink designer sets as well. And all, 12 sets, not 13, 12 sets coming out October the 1st and across the first week. If you aren't a part of Insiders and you're looking at getting the Death Star, I urge you to pick it up, especially with the gift with purchase over in the States selling out so fast for Star Wars. I know I've seen some of the images of you collecting the gift with purchase from me with the 3 clone troopers, and there are some really big collections out there. Impressive, dare I say it. So hopefully you can grab everything you need. Before we go, I'm happy I got that reminder. Let's add a few more members to the board, completing the Master Mouldie members monolith. So let's see who we're adding amongst the 5 earlier. We will also be adding the Wheel of Doom. Not the Wheel of Doom to this. We will also be adding Turpy Wurpy. Welcome to the members board. Zero. Welcome to the members board. Belcar, nice profile picture. Welcome to the members board. Lizaray, welcome to the members board. And Graham, welcome to the Master Mouldie members monolith. So I'll be printing those over the next couple of days. Hopefully get them ready for the next stream on Saturday. What are we doing on Saturday? I think probably on Saturday. Oh, I tell you what, I might set up a special thing. All right, hold me to this. On Saturday marks the 5 years I've had this YouTube channel. So I think we'll do something special. It'll be some sort of, yeah, it'll be a special stream. I'll sort something out and get back to you Saturday. And until then, thank you so much. See you, Moonshoes, and may the bricks